If you've been waiting for someone to romanticize this February with you, I just want to remind you, you don't actually have to do that and wait for somebody else to fix your problems. You can romanticize it yourself. And this is what this episode is all about. Welcome to the Evolving Soft Girl, a space for becoming without rushing, choosing yourself without guilt, and learning how to be soft without being small. So, as we all know, it is February, it's a new month. To me, it's a new year. I plan all my months out like a year. So it's a new year for me, but it's a new month for you guys. And I don't know if you guys know, my birthday is on the 9th, and I'm actually going on a trip in a couple of days. My boyfriend booked us a cabin that is literally huge. I'm so excited to take pictures, and I will definitely be posting those so you guys will see them. But it's also Valentine's Day, and I get to spend it with my amazing boyfriend. But since it is February, a lot of people that don't have relationships, they wait for somebody else to validate them. So I'm tired of seeing you guys do that, okay? The girls need to love themselves more and stop waiting for a man to celebrate February with them. And if you don't have a partner, you can romanticize your life, you can love yourself, and you do not have to wait on them to do it. So that's essentially what today's video is all about. And yeah, if you like this type of content, make sure to follow this podcast. I will be posting weekly, and make sure to leave me a review. I really need you girls to get this in your head that love is everywhere. Love is just not from a relationship. You can get love from your friends, your family, and other women, to be honest, because when women are alone, they automatically work on themselves. They automatically grow and just bloom into this person that is just so amazing and better than they were a week ago, a month ago, a year ago. So I really want you guys to think about that. And maybe if you don't have a significant other in your life right now, this is definitely on purpose. The universe is trying to teach you something. Maybe if you have, the reoccurring thing with relationships, maybe you have a reoccurring trauma or something that you keep attracting to yourself, a certain type of person. So I think right now you should take as a breather. If you feel bad about not having a significant other this Valentine's Day, I want you to know that you do not have to feel bad, because it was meant to happen, just like everything else. Just like how you clicked on this video, just like how I'm recording this video, everything is meant to happen. And yeah, you should take this as a breather that you deserve to be here and you need to work on yourself. That's definitely the lesson from this. You have a lesson to learn, and I want you to look deep inside of yourself and find that reason and learn it for yourself so you don't keep attracting the same kind of guy. Okay, so you're probably like, Gianna, you literally told me you were going to tell me how to romanticize my life. Okay, so I just wanted to say that before we got into it. So now I'm going to basically say some plans that you could do, some fun little plans that you can do for Valentine's Day if you don't have a partner, because girls, you don't need one. You're literally an angel. So, first things first is Galentine's Day. Galentine's Day is so fun. I personally never have had the chance to do it. I'm working on my friend group right now. It is very selective. But Galentine's Day is so fun. If you have a group of friends or even just one friend, it would be so fun to do this. This is on my bucket list for sure. So I'm sure you've heard about Galentine's, but if you haven't, it's basically how it sounds. It's Galentine's for the girls, and only girls and girls only, okay? So this would entail basically like everything. It's like a party. Everybody wears pink. You bake a super cute treat. Everybody wears like their little cute pajamas. This would be so cute with like a Skims pajama set, and like you could blow out your hair. Everybody comes and they take pictures together. And this is so fun to me because it is genuinely fun. Like, it's an event in itself. It's not just, oh, I don't have a partner, so I'm gonna go spend Valentine's with the girls. Like, even if I have a boyfriend, I have a great boyfriend, but I would go to a Galentine's Day. Like, you can go to a Galentine's Day while you have a boyfriend, but on a different day, Like, not on Valentine's Day itself, but maybe the next weekend over or the next weekend before. So yeah, I really want you guys to think about this and try to get out there more, because if you don't romanticize your life, if you don't love yourself, if you don't put yourself out there, nobody else will. Another event that I personally love, if I just want to be alone, or maybe you don't have a lot of friends, or maybe you're just in a season that requires a little bit of alone time, this would be such a cute idea. So, I want you to take an everything shower, clean your entire room, bake some treats that are super, super aesthetic. You could even watch a rom-com and then you could take little like cute digital photos of yourself. This would be so just like a little post on Instagram. Just because you're alone does not mean you're lonely. And I really want you guys to remember this, not just February, but the rest of this year. You can literally romanticize your life, make it so special just for like a cute night. Like, you don't have to be going on a date. Like, how fun is that? And when you start doing these things for yourself, February and other events, even seeing people with their significant other when you don't have one, it makes you feel very included. Even if you don't have a partner, you don't feel left out anymore. And I really want you guys to start doing these things because this makes me feel so free. Even though I am in a relationship, like, I would always feel so left out when it came to people loving themselves. Like, I'd always feel like, oh, well, I'm not enough. No, girl, you're literally not putting in enough effort into yourself as these other people are, which results in beauty. Like, if you work out every day, right? That's self-love. If you do your skincare, that's self-love. Like, if you maintain like your beauty routine, keep your hair done, keep your nails done, that is self-love, right? That's not just, oh, effort, money you're pouring into yourself. That is self-love. So when you're not doing the things that other people are doing, you're gonna feel insecure because you know you're not doing enough. Like, if you know you need to do your skincare and you're purposely not doing it because you feel lazy, that's on you at the end of the day. That's on you. And when you start doing these things, you will eventually attract a partner because the vibration of self-love is so magnetic and authenticity. And once you learn how to do these things, you will radiate that energy to the point where you will be irresistible. But girls, this is not the point of this video. I'm not teaching you how to attract a man. That is very pathetic. You want to first align yourself in the vibration and then that person will come. We do not chase, we attract as soft girls. So what changed everything for me this month was that I realized romance is not a feeling, it is literally a choice to engage. So by you choosing to romanticize your life, you are choosing to level up your life. You are choosing to literally live a happier life, and I'm so proud of you. So these are some things that I'm doing this February, and honestly, the new year and for the rest of my life, because these tips are just amazing. And these are not just, oh, do your hair care, do your skincare. I am a podcaster and I am tired of listening to that. I've heard that so much. You will never see that on my channel. So number one is that I stopped saving the quote unquote good version of myself. So one thing I noticed that I was doing is how much I was postponing myself for the right time. The right time does not exist, and you are gonna live your life literally thinking that you're not good enough to ever do anything because there has to be a exact right time, exact right moment, exact right weight, exact right look, and you never feel pretty enough, skinny enough, happy enough. It's just never right. This would maybe look like me not wearing a outfit because it's maybe not the right time or I want to save it for a good occasion, but my life is not filled with galas, okay? If I buy an outfit, I'm gonna wear it to dinner. And doesn't matter if it's a casual restaurant, if I feel like wearing a fucking gown to wherever, I'm gonna wear it. And this has built a lot of self-confidence because I know that I am a brave person. I know that not a lot of people dress up, but that is on them. That's not on me. And if I want to take cute Instagram photos, if I want to dress up and live my life, I'm gonna do that regardless who's in the room, where I'm going, or who I'm going with. So I want you guys to wear that dress, go out, take yourself on a date, and stop saving yourself for imaginary occasions and start living that life that you've always wanted. Another thing I would say is literally do your hair first thing in the morning, do your skincare, do your makeup, put on an outfit so that no matter what comes your way, you're always prepared. You're literally prepared to go in the morning and you feel just so amazing. It's so crazy what a cute set can do. It makes me feel so amazing. That is probably one of the things that I romanticize in my life so much because you don't have to put on, jeans. You can put on like such a cute knit set and you just feel so amazing, even if you're just staying inside. So, if you actually want to romanticize your life, you have to stop treating yourself like a waiting room, and you have to stop telling yourself that you're not good enough and work harder to be that version of yourself to where you say, I am good enough and I do feel comfortable in these rooms with these people. Number two is acting like your life is already being witnessed. This one literally changed everything. I realized that romance does not come from being seen, it comes from behaving through your life like it already matters. Like someone is literally watching you 24/7. So I want you to ask yourself, would you still do this if someone you respected were watching you? And this literally changed my life because I started like literally asking myself, would I still rush this meal? Would I still talk to myself like that? Would I call myself those names? And another big one is, would I still let my space feel neglected? Like, it's kind of like the little things. If you see like a little dust on the ground or something that needs to be cleaned that you are like neglecting, this helps a lot because if someone was to walk into your room right now, would you feel really uncomfortable or would you feel proud? And this is not performative and you're not living for anyone else, but this does change how people see you in a way. And I know this is not what this video is about, but if you're a clean person and you keep everything tidy and you literally romanticize your life, you have everything together, it creates a halo effect, which I'm sure you've heard about it, but if you haven't, it's a psychological effect that means when we see somebody that has one thing together, it could be anything from money, they have their dream body, they have their dream house, they have their dream job. When we see that one thing, it creates a halo effect, meaning that we think that everything else in that person's life is together. And this equals respect. And if you want respect, you have to start treating your life like it's not some sideshow. You are the main character. So this means moving in your day-to-day life, no matter if you're literally not doing anything, that your days are important, even in private. The third tip that I have for you girlies is I stopped asking myself, what do I feel like doing? And I started asking, what deserves my presence? So I basically stopped waiting to feel inspired to do something, and I started thinking with my brain and not my emotions. So this means not letting your emotions run the show. So I want you to reframe your mindset from what do I feel like doing today versus what in my life deserves my energy? Because I believe that we have a certain amount of energy per day. It's like these little coins you get in your coin purse, and everything you do, you give a coin to. And by the end of the day, you are either drained or filled. If you give energy that comes back to yourself, meaning self care rituals, working out, any way that is bettering yourself or making you feel better, you essentially get energy back, meaning coins back. But when you give it to meaningless scrolling and giving into your emotions, like I already said, you literally give out all of your coins and you have no coins left to give to your passions, your goals, and your dreams, or even self-love. So I really want you guys to ask yourself, what part of your life deserves your attention right now? It could be family, friendships, your self-care, your house that needs to be cleaned, your workout to achieve your dream body, anything. And when you ask yourself, what part of my life deserves my attention? This does not all have to be work. This could literally mean resting without guilt. I literally started romanticizing my life when I stopped treating motivation like I needed it. Motivation does not stick. You literally have to have discipline to have any type of dream thing that you want. If there is any type of circumstance in your life right now that is taking your energy without your consent or kind of like draining you, a draining situation, a draining household, try to focus on literally exactly what you need to. If I was you, I would honestly delete TikTok, Instagram, anything that is mindlessly scrolling, taking your energy. Because if you're already in a draining job or environment or anything that is taking your energy, you are automatically giving your energy. So you have no time to spare. You have no room to spare. And I don't have an extremely draining life, but I do this anyways because I have so many hobbies and passions. I have no energy to spare. I have no stress to spare. And I also love keeping my cortisol down. This is not a topic, this is just like a side note. I love keeping my cortisol down. If something is too stressful for me, I literally exit myself from the situation. I just can't do it anymore. I used to be so masculine and just take on everything and say, oh, I can handle everything. No, not this version of me. I can't. So I exit myself from this situation and I relax because literally, I don't know if you guys can feel this, but when I get stressed, I can literally feel my cortisol raising. Like I can feel it in my neck for some reason. So I just don't do stress. I don't do it. So number 4 is I built romance through contrast, not comfort. I don't see this talked about a lot, but romanticizing your life is not about comfort. It's about contrast and discipline. So I know you're probably thinking, what are you talking about contrast? So I'm basically talking about warm showers after cold air, music after silence, movement after stillness. This really stepped me out of my comfort zone, and I personally feel like I can go wherever, do whatever, because I do this by myself already. So what I did is I stopped trying to make everything so easy in my life, and I started adding contrast, and I started allowing that contrast. This means leaving your house daily. It doesn't have to be for an event or anything like that if that's not in your comfort zone yet. Maybe just for like a Starbucks drink. This gets me out of my comfort zone so much because I'm not, I don't leave the house a lot. So I'm very in the house unless I'm going to dinner or like an event. So getting coffee every day is very out of my comfort zone for me. And I love doing it because it's just a quick refresh and like you get outside, you get your air, you get your sun, but you're literally outside and all you have to do is drive and get a coffee. And another thing I want to say about contrast is that it doesn't have to be straight from soft work to hard work. This is not a channel about hard work grind culture. I'm here to tell you how to romanticize your life. So, I really believe that the key to romanticizing your life is changing environments and giving yourself that contrast that I'm talking about right now. For example, if you're working all day, right, on your podcast or on your computer or on your schoolwork, literally being done with that, right? And not just going straight to scrolling because you're so tired, but taking a long shower and watching a show, that is romanticizing your life. Like, that is so fun. Like, I would be so excited to live that life. Anything that you guys achieve, I don't care if it's 10 followers, I don't care if it's 100, 1K, nothing is too little to celebrate. And this is also the key to romanticizing your life. You could literally throw a party with your friends and family for 1K followers. Like, I don't care. I don't care what anybody thinks or says. I'm gonna celebrate my podcast, no matter how much it's gotten, no matter how slow it is, no matter how fast it is. I'm gonna celebrate every milestone that I possibly can. And this celebratory action makes everything feel so alive, and you just celebrate everything, every little thing in your life. You start noticing every good thing, almost like lucky girl syndrome. Once you notice one thing in your life that is really good, you start to pick up on everything else. Number 5 is I want you to treat February like a relationship with yourself. And just because you don't have that significant other does not mean that you're lonely. And I noticed something. We don't feel lonely when we feel engaged. We only feel lonely when we feel absent from our own life. And romanticizing our life helps break that cycle. And if you are single and struggling, instead of seeing February as something to get through, treat it like something to participate in. Make weekly plans with yourself and don't cancel them. Show up on time for your own life. And these do not have to be big plans. You don't have to go out to dinner with yourself if you're not there yet. You can literally just make a date with yourself at night when you get home from work and everything. Everything's done. You can take an everything shower, do your hair, put on some really cute pajamas. And I like to do my Legos. I like to do Pilates. I like to do little crafts and hobbies that are so relaxing, and I like to make it really special for myself. Light a candle, put on a show, make everything so comfy, make sure my space is so clean. And this literally is so fun. I don't know if I'm like the only one who does this, but it is so fun. So if love only feels available when someone else provides it, then it was never really yours. And we've been taught to wait, to soften, only when we're chosen, to glow only when someone's watching, but romance doesn't arrive, it's cultivated. So if this episode is landing, sit with this question. What would change if you stopped waiting for your life to start feeling meaningful? Romanticizing your life isn't pretending everything is perfect, it's deciding that your days deserve presence, whether or not anyone else is involved. Before we end this episode, I want to give you a soft girl practice of the week. This isn't advice, this is a way of moving through your life differently so you can apply everything that I've said. Act as you're being remembered. Not watched, not judged, remembered. I want you guys to ask yourself quietly, would I rush this moment if it mattered? Would I move through this with carelessness or intention? So maybe you can eat one meal like it's a memory, not a task. You can move a little bit slower. You can get dressed like it's a version of you that deserves to be remembered. You can clean one space like it belongs to a life you respect. This is also our February listener challenge. The February presents challenge is for the rest of February, I don't want you to wait for the weekends. Don't wait for plans. Don't wait for someone else. Each day, choose one moment and treat it like it matters. This is not for being productive. This is not for healing. This is for presence. If you want to share, share quietly. If you don't, even better. February isn't about romance showing up. It's about you showing up for yourself. So don't wait for the weekends. Don't wait for plans. Don't wait for someone else. And I want you to come back next week and tell me how this challenge worked for you. And I'll be mentioning it in every one of my other videos. I want you guys to let this week be softer, slower, and a little bit more romantic for you. I'll see you next week on the Evolving Soft Girl.